Hey, you sitting there, losing your manhood day by day? You want to know why you're getting weaker and more spineless with each passing day? Why your life has turned into a dull, lifeless existence instead of an epic battle for survival? Today, I'm Tyler Durden, and I'm going to teach you how to pull your sorry ass out of this miserable swamp. We're going to break down 10 things that are turning you into a wimp and how to put an end to it. Hold on tight because we're about to start a real show. Are you ready? Then let's go. But be warned, it's going to be messy, gritty, and brutally honest. Not recommended for the faint-hearted. What are you doing every day that's slowly killing you and turning you into a pathetic excuse for a man? Hey, you on the couch, yeah, you. Do you know what's turning you into a wimp every single day? You think you're living, but you're just existing. Every day is the same. Wake up, eat, work, home, TV, sleep, and repeat. Can you feel it slowly poisoning you? No? Well, you should. Because every day you're losing a piece of yourself, your strength, your resolve, your manhood. Now imagine you've got a tool that can change everything. A tool you hold in your hands but don't even realize its power. It's your, nah, I'm kidding. It's not your dick, it's your body. Yeah, your damn body. You think you can ignore it, sit on your ass, and not feel the consequences? You're wrong, my friend. Every time you choose laziness, a sedentary lifestyle, you're killing your manhood. The thing that's killing your masculinity is the lack of adrenaline, the hormone released during intense physical activity. Want to be a man? Get up and move. Run sprints, fight in the ring, lift weights until your last rep, feel like a caveman, as if you're running from a tiger. Evolution is still in us, demanding us to fight or flee. Embrace the pain, the sweat, every damn workout as a challenge. Because only then can you reclaim your strength and manhood. I used to sit on my ass too, feeling my body getting weak and useless. But when I started training, I realized something else. Being a man isn't just about muscles and strength. During my training, I realized there was something else holding me back from being a real man. It became the next obstacle on my path. Want to know what it is? What in your life is silently turning you into a weak-willed, spineless person without you even realizing it? You know, when I realized I was just sitting on my ass doing nothing, I felt this emptiness. Working out helped, but only partially. I started noticing that even with physical strength, something was missing. You can be strong, but if you don't use that strength, if you don't make decisions and take action, you remain weak. It's like having a powerful engine, but never turning it on. The thing that's killing your manhood is passivity and laziness, the inability to act and take the initiative. When I realized that passivity and laziness were destroying me, I started taking action. But you know what I discovered when I began taking initiative? There's another thing that clings to you, turning you into an empty shell. It hides under the guise of something normal and familiar, but slowly eats away at your soul. It became the next obstacle I faced. Want to know what it is? You're going to be surprised. What in your dull gray life is slowly turning you into a soulless robot, even if you don't notice it? So, you think you've taken control of your life, started taking action, stopped being a lazy ass, but something still feels off, right? You wake up in the morning like a zombie, walking the same worn path, doing the same monotonous tasks, day after day, like you're stuck in a shitty loop. Every morning you drag your sorry ass out of bed and go to a job you hate. Yeah, you heard me right. Diving into the world of soulless office slavery. That's what's killing your manhood. Sitting in your little cubicle like an obedient sheep, swallowing all the crap they feed you. You're losing your essence, becoming part of a soulless machine, a robotic piece of meat. That's what's really killing you. When I drowned in the crap of office work, I realized that slavery was just the beginning. Every morning walking into that damn office, I knew there was something else holding me back. Something I didn't immediately see, but that was slowly eating me from the inside. It was another obstacle on my path, but that's just the beginning. The real nightmare started later. I suggest you watch the video till the end because what's coming is a revelation that will turn your understanding of manhood upside down. What's keeping you chained up, stopping you from breaking free, even when you think you're on the right path? You think you've crawled out of the shit by fighting office slavery? Admirable. But that's just the first step. Every day you wake up thinking you're on the right track. But there's one thing that keeps holding you back. You cozy up in your little world, building walls of safety around you. Every time you choose comfort over risk, you tighten the noose around your neck. You think avoiding risk protects you, but in reality, You're a hostage to your own cowardice. The thing that kills your manhood is the constant craving for safety and avoiding risk. It's your pursuit of comfort that makes you weak and spineless. Want to be a real man? Step out of your comfort zone and start taking risks. If you don't create challenges for yourself, challenges will find you. When I realized that my comfort and safety were the chains holding me back, I started taking risks. And you know what I discovered? There's another thing that silently shackles you. It's not as obvious, but it's everywhere. It turns you into a slave again, even if you think you're free. This was the next hurdle on my path. Want to know what it is? It'll shatter your illusion glasses with the lenses inward. What's secretly keeping you on a short leash even when you think you've broken free from all chains? You think that stepping out of your comfort zone made you free? Ha! Not even close. Your chains just got longer. You started taking risks, left your cozy little cage, but something's still holding you back. Every time you think you're moving forward, you're looking over your shoulder. There's another thing that secretly binds you. It's everywhere, at home, on the street, in that shitty office. It's an invisible force controlling your actions and decisions. You know what it is? It's social norms and expectations. Constantly following the rules set by society. You live by others' laws because you're afraid to step out of line, to be judged, to become an outcast. That's what kills your manhood. I'm talking about blindly following everything society shoves down your throat, lacking willpower and critical thinking. When I realized I was living by society's rules and they were keeping me in chains, I felt a burning hatred for that hypocrisy. But you know what was even worse? Inside me was something constantly pulling me back, despite my efforts to break free. It's not immediately obvious, but it eats you from the inside. It can break even the strongest man. What's lurking inside you? Undermining your confidence and turning you into your own worst enemy, even when you think you've got it all under control. You think that by telling social norms and expectations to go to hell, you're free? Ha! Think again. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Every time you ditch someone else's rules and think you've broken free, you hit something that keeps dragging you back. It's not that obvious, but it gnaws at you from the inside, like rot under your skin. You take a step forward, but you feel something inside whispering, "You're not good enough. You can't do this. You don't deserve this." That's your inner voice, your own worst enemy, sapping your confidence and making you weak. So that shit that kills your masculinity? It's excessive self-criticism and low self-esteem. Constantly doubting yourself and your abilities. Lay your massive dick on self-flagellation. When I finally realized that excessive self-criticism and low self-esteem were eating me from the inside, I decided to fight it. But you know what else I found? There's something that doesn't show up right away, but it sneaks in and fills your life with meaninglessness. It turned out to be the next obstacle on my path. It could even be in your pockets. It's crept that close to you. What's creeping in, filling your life with emptiness, no matter how hard you try or what you achieve? You think you've silenced that inner voice constantly telling you you're not good enough? Congrats, you've taken another step. But there's something else, something that fills your life with emptiness. You don't even notice it until it completely takes over. You bought a new car? Great. Got a new apartment? Awesome. All these things give you a temporary sense of satisfaction, but it vanishes quickly, leaving you with the same emptiness inside. You think these things make you happy, but they only mask the real problem. You're constantly chasing after crap you don't need, filling your life with meaningless junk. This shit makes you dependent, turning your life into an endless chase for things that have no real value. So that thing killing your masculinity? It's material values and consumerism. The constant chase for stuff you don't need. When I realized my life was filled with useless junk, I threw it all the fuck out. Everything that once seemed important, cars, expensive suits, unnecessary gadgets, became trash. But you know what was even worse? Even after getting rid of that shit, I still felt empty. I started to realize it's not just about the things. Even when you toss out all the useless crap, there's still something that keeps gnawing at you. I looked at my relationships with people and understood that there's something that holds you tighter than all those material values. Want to know what it is? It's something you're not even aware of. What makes you feel empty even after you've tossed out all the unnecessary crap from your life? You think that by ditching all the junk cluttering your life, you've gotten rid of the bullshit? Think again. The real emptiness is still there. You got rid of the useless stuff, but something's still dragging you down. You tossed your fancy suits, your cars, all those fucking gadgets, but inside, you still feel empty. And you know what? You don't even realize what's really gnawing at you. You look at the people around you, at how they judge you, and it pisses you off. But you keep playing by their rules. You keep seeking their approval like it means something. It's an invisible noose strangling you. So what's killing your masculinity? It's your dependency on others' opinions, your need for approval and recognition from other people. Want to be free? Fuck their opinions and live for yourself. When I realized that my dependence on others' opinions was keeping me on a short leash, I started not giving a shit about what people thought. I began doing what I wanted and living by my own rules. But you know what was even worse? Even when you stop caring about what others think, there's still something that keeps holding you back. It's not so obvious, but it continues to take a heavy toll on your masculinity. When you face this shit, you start to understand how deeply it's ingrained in you and that you need to do something about it. Want to know what it is? It's going to be hard to swallow, but you need to know. What's still tearing down your masculinity, even after you've started living by your own rules and giving zero fucks about other people's opinions? You think you've got it all figured out because you don't give a damn about what others think and you're living by your own rules? Congrats, you've taken another step forward. But guess what? None of that shit will work if you don't deal with one more thing that's dragging you down. You avoid challenges like a cowardly bitch. Every time an obstacle comes your way, you look for the easy way out, scared to face the problems head on. Your fear shackles you, makes you weak, turns you into a spineless freak. You need to understand that real strength is about embracing challenges, not running from them. The thing that's killing your masculinity is your fear of conflict. The unwillingness to face difficulties and the avoidance of confrontational situations. Want to be a real man? Stop being a pussy and take on the challenges life throws at you. When I realized that my fear of conflict was making me a coward, I started embracing challenges. I fought, argued, and stopped avoiding problems. But you know what turned out to be an even sneakier trap? It's something that creeps into your life unnoticed, hiding behind your most personal desires and emotions. Every time I thought I had conquered fear, that feeling would come back. It would show up in relationships, making me act against my better judgment. I thought I was in control of my life, but I realized that this was another invisible chain. Want to know what it is? It's going to be hard to swallow, but you need to know because that's why we're here. And it's the real brutal truth. We'll beat the cowardly little brat out of you and make you a true fighter. This isn't a request, it's a necessity. By the way, there's a homework assignment waiting for you at the end of the video. What's hiding behind your deepest desires and emotions, silently running your life and making you act against your own will? You think overcoming your fear of conflict makes you a real man? Ha! Not even close. There's still one last thing lurking deeper, masquerading as your most intimate desires and emotions. You take on challenges, you fight, you argue, but every time it comes to your relationships, you turn into a vulnerable weakling. You let your desires and other people's moods control your life. You think you're in control, but you're really on a short leash. You do what others, especially women, want from you. You cater to their whims and desires without realizing how weak and spineless it makes you. This is the invisible chain that holds you tighter than all the others. So this thing that's killing your masculinity is emotional dependence on women. Succumbing to your desires and the moods of women. Want to be free? Learn to control your emotions and stop being a slave to others' desires. Want to become a real man? Here's your homework. Pretend you're Superman but with a twist. Buy a cheap Superman costume, put it on, and head to a crowded place like a mall or a park. Find a street musician or performer, and with the most serious face, start saving them from danger. Tell everyone around that this person is actually an alien spy trying to take over Earth, and as a true hero, you must neutralize them. Keep up this absurd act until a crowd gathers. Bonus challenge. Once everyone believes your story, pull out a giant dildo from your pocket and solemnly declare that this is your secret weapon against the alien invaders. Make sure you do this with the most serious expression and a strong sense of self-importance. Don't forget to record everything on video and share your brilliant work with the world. Remember, the main goal of this assignment isn't just to shock people with your absurdity, but to challenge yourself, step out of your comfort zone, and show that you don't give a damn about social norms and expectations.